Yo, what's going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, host of the Philly Talk podcast. Today, we got it back. It's been gone for a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought we were finished? Nah, we not finished. We ready to get BBP back started. It's back like it never left. Like I said, we miss you guys. Y'all the realest, and appreciate being back on BBP. Go ahead and introduce yourselves to everybody else.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Steven, Gate City Sports Channel. Hey, we're back, guys. Battlebirds podcast is back. I'm going to warn you guys, I got kind of a family situation thing going on, so I'm going to jump off here at about 8:30 or so. So this might be a little shorter than the normal Battlebirds podcast, but we didn't want to leave y'all hanging. And, hey, we're back, guys.
Yo, that man, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General, and also, yes, a fourth for the Better Word podcast. 1, 2, 3, and y'all are the fourth, man. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, I see y'all in here, man. I see y'all, man. Bobby, Rome one more. How you feeling with that loss, man? But anyway, a shout out to all of y'all. Still big play slay. All of y'all in here. Eagles champ. I seen you. Yo, that what's going on, man? Young Easy. Yo, that what's going on, man? All of y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. Seriously. No lie. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, and they won't lie to y'all neither. We just set this up like 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? We don't even know what we're gonna talk about, but we kind of know what we're gonna talk about. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna let my guy Mike take it away, man. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, yeah. To just elaborate what Fresh said. Listen, I'm at my brother-in-law's house in the boonies. I brought my equipment, a little cheap laptop, the mic, a little HD cam, just in case my guys would hit me up. I had a feeling, and we threw this thing together just out of nowhere. But let's go. We know who we give it to when we go to a topic. There is some hot topics surrounding the Eagles. Both me and Fresh talked about them in a video, but go ahead, Gate, take us somewhere analytic to start this off.
Well, listen, the big topic of conversation is Nick Sirianni in the press conference. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't put too much weight in a guy stuttering in a very unnatural circumstance for a press conference. I don't put that much into that, to be honest with you guys. I thought if you paid attention to what he said, he skated around a lot of things and he gave some definitive answers to other things. The problem was he spoke a little bit in riddles and you had to really pay attention to what he was saying to get it. And I think that was the issue. To me, guys, and I'll ask you how you guys felt, I felt like he was really uncomfortable with the Howie Roseman questions, probably because he doesn't know Howie that well. And it's like, why are you guys asking me about Howie Roseman? Like, what? And then he seemed really uncomfortable with the quarterback situation questions. You can tell he wasn't prepared to give any kind of real statement about the quarterbacks right now. But how did you guys feel about it?
Listen, I liked it. Listen, if you watched the one-on-one with Dave Spadaro earlier, this is the one thing I had to make a little joke about on Twitter. He was saying the same things because there were similar questions, and I felt like his nervousness made him go to what he knew. You know, if you a rapper in the streets and you're trying to come off the top of the dome and you start messing up, you try to hit a lyric, a song you sang a while ago, hopefully nobody knows it. You try to bring a couple lyrics out like that. He definitely talked about this team versus this team and the fundamentals. He talked about the Jacoby Brissett, Andrew Luck, and Phillip Rivers thing in the one-on-one with Dave Spadaro. I think he kept his cool more in that one. But again, we're talking about a coach who spent 5 years with us, got us a Super Bowl, and I will never poo-poo on Doug Peterson, but he can never, ever, ever do a press conference. I mean, with him saying, 1,000 times, to him not making sense, and to him actually, instead of avoiding the question, he answers it in the wrong way. So first time, 49 years old, young, I'm cool with it. The X and O part, what intrigues me, the fact that he's willing to come out and admit, listen, we don't know who our quarterback is, and that's an ownership thing. That's not him. If he had to pick, he would have an answer. He has a preference, but it's the ownership. As much as Howie Roseman's going to hold on to that 53-man roster, he's also going to hold on to the decision to start one of these two. Now, throughout the year, if one is failing, maybe he'll leave it up to Nick Sirianni to switch out Jalen Hurts for Carson Wentz. I don't know. But I do believe the starting decision is going to be upper management. And unless Jalen totally outshines him in, OTAs and preseason. But to finish this up real quick, I think he's going to get the best out of either quarterback because I do see him as a matchup guy, and I do like it. However, the other part of this however the other staff members fit in, that's yet to be seen.
Oh man, here's what I can say, man. I did put out a video about Nick Sirianni. I didn't grind him up because I understand. If you go look at my videos, my first video, you go look at Philly Talk Podcast first video, you go look up Gate City first video, you go look up Philly 500 first video, you go look up LB first video. It ain't the same. It's a thing called cohesion. It's a thing called being comfortable. When you first get in front of that camera and people just throwing questions at you, it's a difference between people prepping you because they do got a prep team and telling you these questions might be asked. This question might be asked. This is the first question. Now, the prep team should have told him the first question that's probably going to be asked is about Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts. I get it. I understand. I don't got no problem with Nick Sirianni's first interview. People want to say first impression. Okay. I didn't have first impressions with females and everything was fine. Then you turn around and they crazy as hell. You know what I mean? I'm not going to judge him on a press conference. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sink into the media because a lot of people wanted other coaches hired. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to say is I am very concerned of the fact, and Mike and Gates, I watched both of y'all videos on this. You know what I mean? I am very concerned for the fact that Howie Roseman is still saying who the 53-man roster. Now, Gates, sing your video. And I've talked about this with a lot of people. I do understand the GM does have impact on who should be on the 53-man roster. I just don't want it to be Howie. That's the problem I got. I understand that GMs 95, what you say, 90% of GMs across the league?
Yeah, roughly 90%. Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I just don't want it to be Howie. That's my problem. I don't give a damn.
I got what you were saying. I got what you were saying on your video, that you understand the facts of how the things work. You still feel like there could be challenges if the same voice is being heard in the front office that acquires talent.
Right. Because my thing with Howie is I felt as though 20,000, sorry, y'all. 2017, every single thing he did hit. Mm-hmm. Ever since then, things ain't been hitting, man. I mean, every single thing he did.
That's my fault.
You good. Things ain't been hitting. Like, when you add up all the hits that he made in 2017, since then, they do not add up to every other single year. Like, he just been missing and missing and missing. Did he hit on Miles Sanders? Yes, but that was a no-brainer. Dallas Goedert, I like that pick. Dillard, we still got to see. But the fact of the matter is, we still, and if y'all watch my videos and y'all watch Gate City and also Philly Talk Podcast, if y'all watch us and we talk about Jason Peters, now a lot of that is Jeffrey Lurie. We get it. We understand that with him. But also, you know what I mean? And I understand they got paid, so you want to put them out there. But also, Alshon Jeffrey. Like, why in the hell is he being on the 53-man roster? First of all, y'all act like this dude was hurt all this time, and y'all had him. If he was hurt all that time, first of all, he didn't play till like what, week 10? He didn't play till week 10, but y'all kept him on the roster. and just letting dudes like a Fulgram, probably I don't even know, a Killings, probably a Holyfield, dudes like that, not being able to be brought up because you want to keep this guy on the roster. I had a problem with that all year.
You know what?
I just don't want to see things like that again. Go ahead, y'all.
No, I wanted to just come in there, and that was my thing. Eminem and a couple cool guys said the same thing. Like, GMs have a say. Here's the difference: when he says that Howie Roseman has complete control over it, why not have a joint control? I want my head. Listen, again, this is a little premature because we don't know who Nick Sirianni is. He could have the best of success with the Eagles, or he could be a flame out. I'm willing to see what happens because I'm going to put my faith in him. I'm not going to bash him before he starts. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same people who dislike our video before they even listen to it. Stop hating on the game. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, look at this. I would have liked him to say that ultimately Howie Roseman has control of it, but it's a give or take. The same way he's going to be happy to work with Howie Roseman in drafting and adding talent, which this is all it's coach speak. It's coach speak. But at the end of the day, I just wish that Howie Roseman said, you know what, we're gonna go all in on Nick Sirianni. Hopefully, the young Sean McVay, we're gonna invest in him. Let's give him a little bit more than we gave Doug. We don't got to give him Chip Kelly GM status, but let's give him a little bit more. And the way he said it was like, yep, Howie got it. You know what I mean? Yep, Howie got it. And listen, Howie was in charge when Doug was there. And this is one of my biggest factors. Mac Hollins stayed on the team, stayed on the roster, playing horribly, admitting he wants to be a special teamer. And he somehow stayed on the roster over a guy like Greg Ward, who maybe, now this is speculation, but maybe if coaching was more involved with the 53, he would have been brought up sooner. I'm not saying it's a black and white answer, yes or no, but Howie's saying we paying Mac Hollins money, he's going to be on the roster. We're not paying these guys who are on the practice squad, busting their booty, the same amount we're paying the low totem pole of the Eagles roster. So again, Mac Hollins, who doesn't care about yeah, exactly. And Mac Hollins, who wants to be a special teamer, getting paid this amount of dollars, and you got Greg Ward Jr., ex-quarterback, running routes, getting better. He's not getting a shot because it comes at $1 bills. I believe coaching puts best player available on the field. I think the GM, not all GMs, because some GMs got football minds, but Howie says, let me go down the list of money. Up, Jason Peters getting paid more than Mulata. He's out. Up, Alshon Jeffrey getting paid more than Travis Fulgham. Up, he's out. Up,
and that's
Greg
the
Ward
problem
Jr.
I got. Hey, Mike, and that's the problem I got because he's a numbers guy. He's a guy on, the reason. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it funky like gym socks. The reason that Howie is still here is because he's saving Jeffrey that chicken. He knows how to deal with the cat. And now, Gates, I seen your video before you went on with LB, and I seen the live that y'all did. You know what I mean? And Howie is a genius. He's immaculate when it comes to that dollar. And what do millionaires always want to do? They about that chicken. So if a guy wants that, keep that money, and you have a guy on your staff to keep money in your pocket, you definitely gonna keep him on the hip. I get that, but that doesn't mean that he got to do every freaking thing, man. Let him deal with the cat. And I've been saying this. A lot of people that comment on my videos when I grind up Howie, they say fire him. I say no. Don't fire him. Let him play with the cat, do what he do over there, because he is immaculate at what he do there. But when it comes to these players, nah, dude. And it's crazy because that Howie is your guy when a John Dorsey doesn't even get a general manager job. He gets an upgrade on another team, and you can't match that. Dude, like Jeffrey Lurie, you had to match that or go above what John Dorsey got to go over to. Damn, I can't even remember where he went. Detroit, right? Damn, seems like everybody going to Detroit or the Colts. That's crazy.
I think you led Deuce right there.
Yeah. Hey, we got two new expansion teams. We got the Indianapolis Eagles or the Philadelphia Colts, and we got the Detroit Eagles or the Philadelphia Lions. Every
No,
Eagles
ain't
going to
nobody
the
over
Lions,
here.
and every Colts going to the Eagles.
Ain't nobody over here
Huh?
from the Colts, though. I mean, not Colts. Ain't nobody over here from the Lions. Who over here from the
Yeah, yeah,
Lions?
yeah. I'm saying the Lions taking our guys, and we taking
Yeah,
the Colts
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
We just
yeah.
doing that whole.
But it is three expand. Yeah, yeah. You definitely right because Press Taylor over there, and I mean we hearing that Xavier Woods is going to be. I'm listen. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Xavier Woods would be good, and I know I'm getting off track on this one, but let me tell y'all something. Xavier Woods would be a good pickup if we was a Super Bowl contender. We are not that. We already got a 30-year-old at and shout out to Big Play Slay. I see you in here. You know what I mean? But we already got a 30-year-old cornerback. We don't need another one. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool on the Xavier rules. I don't want to hear none of that chit chat. Go ahead, y'all.
Gate. So, what is your take? I know you
So,
asked us about Nick
yeah,
Sirianni,
that's
but
fine, guys. I'm gonna dive into it. First off, we hit triple digits during that little exchange there, guys. So thank y'all so much. You guys found us. Y'all back in the building. We appreciate every 117 of you guys that are currently watching us. We appreciate y'all, man.
oh,
um, my opinion was I was just going to kind of try to ride this out, let you guys go. Nah. How he created the problem, then jumped in to save us. That's the truth, right? I mean, how he created the problem, trying to like. I'm not criticizing the approach because he thought he had a Super Bowl window, and then he kicked the contracts down the road to try to chase that Super Bowl window. The problem was his personnel evaluations were off. And like he evaluated players wrong. So he didn't get the right guys in the door. And then he didn't supplement enough through the draft. So now we're in this crazy circumstance to where, like I said in LB's Live, I almost feel like Howie walked into Jeffrey Lurie's office and said, "Hey, man, this cap situation, whew, we got ourselves a pickle, man. But I tell you what, I got this card of this guy. I mean, he's a cap guru. You got to call this dude." He just handed Lurie his own card. That's what it felt like to me. That's what it feels like he did. Like he created a circumstance and then sold himself as the right guy to get us out of the circumstance. But meanwhile, if I'm not mistaken, guys, I think this is the last year of his contract. So while Lurie may not have axed him yet, I don't know that he's not in trouble. I don't know that he's not in trouble. I found it really weird he was not at the press conference yesterday. That struck me as being odd. Now, I know they said that there was something going on with him, or I don't know what the exact reasoning was they gave. But that was odd not to have your general manager during the introductory press conference.
Can I ask you a question on that real fast, Gates? Do you think that he was at the Senior Bowl?
Very possible. That's very possible, Reese. To be honest with you, I don't know. The only thing I've watched I watched like one of Brett Coleman's videos on the Senior Bowl, but I haven't really like ran film on the Senior Bowl yet to see who's there. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. I'm going to try to run the film of the days that just passed, the last like 3 days, so I can see what's going on there. But it is potentially because you can only send so many people. But if he's the one at the Senior Bowl, I'm really concerned because I need scouts there. I don't need Howie.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, who the heck is PTP?
PTP, that's a Philly Talk podcast.
Oh, okay. My bad, bro. My bad. I thought you.
But hey, real quick.
No. I thought you were trying to. My bad, bro. That's the first time I ever seen that. I watch all your videos. I see all your comments. I never seen that before. My bad.
Hey, yo. Anyways, you're good. But hey, Gate, let me ask you a question though. So you ultimately think that Howie's objective and the way he paid people, his thinking process was, did you see how great I hit that season with the acquisitions and free agent, Alshon, Torrey Smith, and LeGarrette Blount, the trades throughout the middle of the season, also Patrick Robinson. So his thing was, we pay these guys, we have a 3-year window. His mindset was, if the Philadelphia Eagles can stay healthy, we'll lose some guys, gain some guys, be heavy on the money. But listen, every team who's going into that Super Bowl push spends bread. Think about it. The New Orleans Saints, Their Super Bowl contention was the last 3 years when they got beat by the Minnesota Vikings in the Miracle in Minneapolis, when they got beat by the Nickel Roby Coleman. Oopsie, I didn't call the flag, and when they got beat against Tampa Bay. That was the window. There's one team that is in worse cap HE double hockey sticks than we are. Listen, before the thing, we were 52 million over the cap. Well, guess what? They're 90 something million over the cap. That's almost double us. And it's because their GM saw that their window was there.
No, I was telling Gates to take the phone. Go ahead.
Oh, they saw their window was there, and that's what GMs do. Aggressive GMs going to go out and do it. And our window maybe could have been if Alshon stayed the same from 17, 18, 19, no injuries. If we added Deshaun Jackson and he was healthy, 18, 19, 20, but it didn't happen, and it's over. And so he handed a card, like you said, and I just believe, it's going to be hard to get up out of here. Hey, you're bringing the chat up. Let's go.
Sorry, guys. That's what Reese was trying to text me. You guys got to realize, normally Mike hosts. It's been a while since I hosted.
Right. That's why I said.
Yeah.
And see, the one thing I do is this. I know it's hard we don't normally get to every comment because when 3 people are talking, it's hard for all 3 of us to talk, let alone answer every question. But I always at least bring them up on the screen and, let them know what's up. But go ahead, guys. It's hard.
Because somebody asked you a good question about probably like 5 minutes ago. They asked you what made you want to start breaking down tape, Gate City. That's why I said that.
Believe it or not, I used
everybody. First of all, hold on.
Yeah.
Everybody, get this dude Trey Michaels out of here, please. Please. I gave everybody a wrench for a reason for things like this. Please get this dude out of here. Thank you. Go ahead, Gates.
So, I first started breaking down film, guys. I was actually a coach, and I was never I wasn't like a head coach anywhere, anything like that, guys. But pretty quickly, they found out, like, man, this kid, he's smart, he's intelligent, he understands the game really well. I started going around and actually picking up film, helping videotape some of our upcoming opponents and stuff like that. And then basically I would facilitate all that stuff, have it come into me, and I would watch film on some of the upcoming, games we had, some of our opponents. I started off doing that. And then, once I found out that the NFL networks, their Game Pass was like next to nothing, I started watching film at the NFL level all the time. I really wish I had to hook up on college, but it's really hit or miss in terms of the games you can get with all 22, because you pretty much got to stick to YouTube for that for college. But I mean, that's really what happened, guys. It started off with me coaching in high school, and basically guys coming up to me and be like, hey, look, we need to know, what does this team do well? What player, what system, what routes do they run? We need you to go out there and, put your hard hat on, and, well, it's not really a hard hat, put your glasses in and go ahead and go to work. That's really how it started for me, guys. And then I was scouting, believe it or not, guys. I had an opportunity to scout right before COVID kicked in, and that just derailed everything. I was going to be an area scout for a local college here, but it kind of got derailed with COVID. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Fresh, check your phone real quick. I just sent you something.
I'm reading it now, bro.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't want to put it up here because I don't want to give anybody else any power. But when the mods do what they do in the physical chat for anybody else to see, can't be seen, but we can still see erase stuff, But shout out to you guys. So go ahead, Gabe.
So what I'll ask you guys is this. All right, I'll tell you how I perceive it, okay? And then we can let the chat chime in. We can, if you guys want to, I'll try to post it in the chat. We can have some guys come on and voice their opinion if you guys want to round it out at the end of the day. I'll tell you how I view the Howie Roseman situation here when it comes to the 53-man roster. This is how I view it, guys. Howie Roseman did a really bad job of balancing the information coming into him, right? His job is to take in all the information coming from the scouts, coming from the different agencies that represent these players, and coming in from, his coaches. And he's supposed to have good counsel, which I think he did receive, to be honest with you, but he's supposed to make sound decisions with that counsel. I think he failed in that regard. He did not always make sound decisions with the counsel he received. Now, one can say that with a new coaching staff, maybe this coaching staff will be better at evaluating talent, and maybe it'll be more in unison with the scouting department. So we won't really have these dividing issues that Howie has to kind of be that decision maker on, right?
Mm-hmm.
The issue being is, I don't know that to be true. I'm hoping it. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm saying that's a hope. And where do you guys stand with this? I mean, do you think that with a new coaching staff coming in, that maybe this can resolve some of the issues we've had, just because now you got potentially a coaching staff and a scouting department that might be a little more in unison with one another, and then maybe that'll relieve some of the crazy crap we get from Howie Roseman?
You want to know, or you want to go, Mike, or you want me to go?
Now go. You can go.
You want to know one of the most highlighting things that Nick Siri, I call him Siri. You know what I mean? Like my phone, I got iPhone. You know what I mean? So I call him Siri.
Gates like what's that?
You lost the sauce on that one. But in all seriousness, man, one of the biggest things that he said, and he said this before he was even hired, he said, my main object as an offense and defense, or whatever the case may be, is to put a player in the best situation to where as though they would thrive. Mm-hmm. And what have I been saying all last season, y'all? Not just about quarterback. I've been saying about wide receivers. I've been saying about quarterback. I've been saying about linebacker. I've been saying about defensive end. I've been saying about all that. That's what I wanted to see from Doug. And the fact that if this is true, he won me over right there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That one statement to put the best, the players in the best position, because you don't gotta be the best player to win. You just gotta be put in the best situation.
Correct.
Like, let me tell y'all something, right? Josh Allen in another system would not be Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson in another system would not be Lamar Jackson. It's systems, it's schemes, it's things to make a player use their best attribute to win. And that's what I was screaming at the top of my lungs when everybody said I was a one supporter. I just kept saying, no. Look at how he's not being put in a position. Look at how Miles Sanders is not being put in a position. Look at how even a Nelson Aguilar, now he's over there in Oakland. He looking like a star. He over there cutting people out. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's not always about the best talent, because we can get on Howie Roseman for missing and missing and missing and missing. But at the same time, you think Bill Belichick always draft the right player? Always draft the most, no, I ain't gonna say right player, but the most talented players, but they get what they can out of them.
They get the most out of them.
They squeeze a lemon to make lemonade. They don't try to squeeze a stone to make lemonade. That's
let's look at it.
What?
Real quick, new staff should anticipate Howie and do the drafting themselves. Hey, I agree 100%. But let's look at let's look at one player where Fresh was going. Patrick Chung. He was nice with the Patriots. Came to the Eagles, was poo-poo. Went back to the Patriots and became nice again. You know what I'm saying? So it was the way Patrick Chung fits in Bill Belichick's defensive system is why he thrived. Because this man was nice. And see, we can say Nandi Amsawa, but after coming to us, we killed him. It is what it is. But this man, Patrick Chung, came from the Patriots, good. Came to the Eagles, struggled. Went back to the Patriots and succeeded again. And that's what I agree. That's what won me over with Nick. Let me go off Fresh. Siri, how do you use players? You use players in the best way they can. That's what Siri will tell you. If you ask your phone right now, he'll probably tell you the same thing. I like his philosophy with that. Gates said he already elaborated about him trying to find matchups. He's going to try to find that tight end versus safety, that running back versus linebacker. And again, do we all forget that Miles Sanders was an absolute stud in the receiving game his rookie season, and it disappeared, partly because of the play calling, but I think the lack of using him got his hands turning to stone because he did drop some gimmies. Miles Sanders dropped some gimmies. He went from catching touchdowns in the back of the end zone in the corner to dropping gimmies.
It was also Philly, and it was also us and Philly and Philadelphia media. I ain't gonna, when I say us, I mean us as a fan base. That can get in your head, man. People don't understand that. People think
we ruined Nelson. We ruined Nelson.
People think that just because you're a national football player and you get paid millions of dollars, that you're a robot. You're still a person. You're still a mother. I mean, not mother. Excuse me. Damn, better not be. But you're still a father. You know what I mean? You're still a son. You're still a cousin. Whatever the case may be, you're still a person. And that's what and that's what I be trying to and support Black mothers. I see your comment. You want to call me a once apologist, whatever, because we ain't even getting to the Malcolm Jenkins situation, and you're probably going to be saying that again after I get done with that. So whatever. But I wasn't even like when I say what I said about Doug Peterson, I wasn't just talking about Wentz. I was talking about the whole team. And here's what I can say about Nick Sirianni, man. The fact that he got to pick his own staff speaks so much volumes for me, man. Because you already got a leg up on Doug Peterson to me. You know what I mean? Because Doug Peterson came into the game and the defensive coordinator was already here. You know what I mean? Frank Wright is not his guy. He didn't pick Frank Wright. Frank Wright was picked by the staff. You know what I mean? So for him to be able to pick his own people, I like that a lot. We just got to see how it go. Go ahead with the Super Yoda.
Hey, shout out to what? Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go, Mike. You got it.
I was gonna raise my glass. I don't know if you guys got a glass. Because he said, shout out to my guy Robert.
I got a phone.
Super chat. He said, "What's up, fellas? Content always awesome. Let's take a moment to raise our glasses to the Cowboys celebrating 26 seasons of garbiness, dated January 28th. Shout out to you guys. Let's go. Cowboys still stink, and we can still enjoy that."
But
we appreciate the super chat, man.
That brings up a good question that,
love it.
And I don't want us to be biased on this. That brings up a good question because it seemed like everybody in the NFC East was better than us. Obviously, we was fourth in the NFC East. How do y'all plan it? How do y'all plan it to turn out next year? Like, are we going to be at the bottom again? Because remember, everybody got a new head coach, and we was saying, "Oh man, y'all got a new head coach. We got our guy. Our guy is here. We already got an advantage." Ain't look like an advantage to me, y'all. You know what I mean? Now we have the new head coach. Now they got their guys or whatever the case may be, and the division was just super trash. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think the trash man would even pick up the NFC East. That's how bad it was. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, where do y'all, and I'm asking you, Mike, I'm asking you, Gates, I'm asking everybody in the chat, where do y'all see us next year? Now it's really hard to predict it because we don't even know if the defense is going to run a 3-4 or 4-3. We don't know if we're going to be run heavy. We don't have no identity. Well, we ain't had no identity in offense last year any damn way, but we should have. We don't even know who our quarterback is going to be. We don't even know who our special team. Did they pick a special team coach yet? Like we don't even like it's a lot of question.
They got a front runner.
Yeah,
they got a front
you
runner.
got a front runner. Yeah.
Didn't they already take him with Clay?
Huh?
Did they take that guy Clay?
I don't think so. Not officially.
No, not officially. I ain't heard nothing yet.
All right. Hey, real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. Listen, I don't know how many people we got in here. Go ahead and gate. Let us know how many we got in here normal total. I mean,
145 between two channels, guys.
Yeah. We are live on 2 channels. That's the thing. So wherever you are residing in the chat, you're like, what? Don't be lying to us. It's not a $145 in here. There is 145 when you look at the 2 channels. It's live on. So we're trying to get to everybody's comment, at least pull them up and acknowledge them. But for you guys, you're only in a chat maybe of 70, 80 people. You know, Gate City's going through $145, $150. So shout out to everybody in the chat. But listen, wherever you're watching it, do us the honor, do us the favor. You know what I'm saying? We all in different locations. Well, at least I am. Smash the like button. Appreciate the support. And we're going to keep rocking with these BBPs because we miss you guys. And of course, we miss Philadelphia Eagles football. We got 1 game left of football, NFL. So before we get into some more Eagles talk, let's see what everybody in the chat got to say about the Super Bowl. Who you guys got? You got the old GOAT or the new GOAT? Throw in the chat, Bucks or Chiefs, Bucks or Chiefs. Us 3 will give it, and then we'll go back to Eagles. Go ahead. Start with you, Gate. Who you got winning this one?
Ooh. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think the Chiefs are going to win it just because that offensive talent is hard to overcome. But I'll be honest with you, Tampa Bay's defense is a different beast. They bring the house. They blitz. They can play. If they get to you, and that's the thing is that Kansas City's got some issues along the offensive line right now. I can see Tampa Bay upsetting and winning this one, but it's hard to pick against the Chiefs right now. It just is. It's just really hard to pick against them.
Oh, man, let me tell you like this. If Tom Brady throws 3 picks in 3 possessions, 3 straight possessions, it's a wrap. I don't know what happened with Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur, as they call him, LaFleur.
Okay, Stephen A. I see you.
I know. I'm just saying. I seen a couple people saying it like that. So I don't know what happened with that, but man, and a lot of people is blaming it on LaFleur, but it was the refs. Some of it, yes, but Aaron Rodgers still had 3 chances to either tie the game or win the game, and he choked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I like Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is the 2nd best quarterback, 3rd best quarterback in the league. Well, definitely 2nd best this year. Like, Russell Wilson took kind of a step back than me. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even, like, Gates, I know that was your number 1 guy, but I feel as though you can't even really debate that he took a step back. You know what I mean? But for the fact of the matter is Mahomes is not going to, well, Andy Reid is not going to let Mahomes do that. And the speed that they got is, man, it's just a sight to see. Like, when you literally watch Mahomes in the AFC Championship, like, I didn't see him throw through no tight windows because he didn't have to. There's no dispersions on Mahomes, but he didn't have to. These dudes are getting wide open. Scheme, and it's also the players. But a lot of it is the scheme. Like Andy Reid, I understand Eric Bieniemy, and I want to talk about Eric Bieniemy later on in this chat because they're making it seem like we didn't hire Eric Bieniemy, and it might be a race thing or whatever the case may be. I don't think so, but whatever. And this is the black man telling you this. But here's what I can say: Andy Reid is the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm sorry.
Coach.
What I say? Oh, I'm sorry. Andy Reid is the best coach in the NFL, hands down. I like Bill Belichick, but he's been accused of cheating and all that kind of stuff. And he cheated against Andy Reid with the Philadelphia Eagles. So I got to put some asterisks next to his name. But when you look at Andy Reid's game, I understand that Eric Enemy calls the plays. But this is Andy Reid's scheme. These are Andy Reid plays. And yes, having the speed and having a Tyreek Hill and a Kelsey and a Sammy Watkins and a Hart, all them dudes, yes, that helps. You're damn Skippy. But to be able to put those guys in a position to win. What did I just tell you about Nick Sirianni? What he said. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. A coach that's going to be able to use your best attributes. Rhaegar wasn't used right. I don't think, even though JJ, I think a Whiteside to me still look bums, he still hasn't been used right. Quez Watkins not used right. Fulgham was used right, but then wasn't used at all. And that's something that you won't see with Andy Reid. You won't see a Fulgham have 475 yards in 5 games, and then you just don't see him no more. You ain't gonna see that. So, man, I got the Chiefs, man. I know I kind of went long-winded with it, but I had to kind of bring it back to the Eagles. You already know how I get down. I hate talking about other teams, man. All
right, real quick.
BBP, Battlebird Podcast, Battle Birds. So I had to bring it back down. Go ahead, y'all.
And so because he took so long, I'm just going to give you the short answer. Chiefs, let's go. We out. We go off that topic. Let's get to the next one. So, hey, let's get to this Malcolm Jenkins.
I got a question. Can we talk about this Malcolm Jenkins thing?
That's what I was going to say. That's what I just said.
All right, go ahead, Mike. Because I got some questions for you, Mike.
I think Malcolm Jenkins was spitting facts, and I honestly think if you listen to his words, he wasn't super harsh on Carson. He wasn't super harsh on Doug. He was pretty much replicating what Philly Mike said all offseason. when some people said it's all Doug, look at his play calling. Some people said it's all Carson. Look at him. He misses open people even when they're wide open. It's 50-50. I think it's 50-50. Doug did not put this guy in a position to succeed. I agree with that. That is a big fault on Doug. This season, he did not do it at all. Who knows what he was really feeling and all that good stuff. But Carson Wentz has his own demons. And again, when the same report comes out year in and year out, some of the details might not be right, but the big picture part must be right. This man is a little bit entitled, a little bit like he got leeway. Maybe it was Howie Roseman doing it, Doug Peterson doing it. I'm not trying to throw anybody on the fire, but the organization, the Philadelphia Eagles, made Carson Wentz feel like he can do what he wants to do. And it can't be like that. To me, the dude he got to be more involved. He got to be more acclimated. You get complacent. You start to realize he thinks he got so much talent, and he does. He does. You saw my big pause in the video, right? I had to do the Philly Fresh motto pause because I said something that was, pause worthy. But it comes down to this. Malcolm Jenkins only said that Carson Wentz got the leeway and he ran away with the leeway. He didn't say that he's not a good player. He didn't say that he doesn't really care about football. He said he just.
I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
No. All right, my bottom line, because I'm starting to ramble a little bit, is this: I believe Carson Wentz was as much of a problem to himself as Doug Peterson was a problem. Who he was a problem. That's why here's my overall take. I'm not saying Nick Sirianni and his coaching staff is guru or not, but if you have the same problems with a new coaching staff, you got to stop looking at everybody else and start looking at yourself. If me and my wife split up and I get a new wife and the same things happen, well, maybe it wasn't as much as her as it is me. I'm bringing the same stuff to the other relationship. I need to check myself. So what I'm saying is, if we're starting to have the same struggle, huh?
I said, who split up?
Mutual.
No, you said because if me and my wife split up, then and I'm still having this. I said who split up because we haven't seen another coach.
Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz split up.
Oh, you saying going into the next year?
My thing is if Carson Wentz is having more reports where he's just feeling entitled, if he's having more time in in the quarterback room where he doesn't want to say, yeah, you're right, I missed that read. Let me figure out a way to get better. If these reports come out still under a new coaching staff where every Doug Peterson dude is gone, well, then it's not so much of, yeah, Doug Peterson's system didn't fit him, but I don't think Wentz is coachable. So I think Carson Wentz has the ultimate pressure on him to just show that I can compete at a high level. I do believe there's talent behind his mishaps. There's a lot of talent there, but can he get him out again? Will he get him out again? And that's my question. And so what I was trying to say with the relationship comparison is if I go into two relationships and the same problems reoccur, I got to look at myself. It's not the two shorties. You know what I mean? Maybe it was them a little bit, but it's also me. And so Carson Wentz has to prove that it's out with the old, in with the new, and I'm going to get down. I'm going to accept criticism. I'm not saying he didn't or did, but the same reports come out to many different people. Malcolm Jenkins, to me, said it the most realist. You have Jeff McClain, you have other beat reporters saying it like way over the board. Like Carson Wentz is just a demon child. Malcolm said he took his leadway, he ran with it, and there was no reeling him back. But it wasn't like overly disrespectful, and quarterbacks do have big egos. I'm just saying if Carson Wentz doesn't prove that he can be a team/quarterback leader with this coaching staff, and I'm not trying to give this coaching staff extra credit, but it's like, how many coaching staffs are we going to go through? Or are we going to have to start going through quarterbacks?
Gates, you want to go? You want me to go?
I'll go ahead and go. Mike, I don't know how you do this, bro. There's only 173 people in this. I know we've had times we have almost 500. Man, shout out to you guys. Y'all making me work tonight pulling these comments, man. For real.
Hey, real fast.
For real.
Hey, real fast. Let Mike shout out his new member. He got a new member.
I'm not even
sure one of y'all do. I don't know who it is. I ain't got that, so I know it ain't me.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Ray Bello, new member. Appreciate you for coming through and supporting PTP. But hey, definitely check out my other guys, Gate City with Sports Talk and Philly Fresh, great Eagles content creators. But again, go ahead, Gate.
Just Gate City Sports Talk, bro.
Gate City Sports Talk. I said with Sports Talk. Hey, I was talking to Simone with the sports earlier today. So, and she keeps saying with the sports. So, shout out to you. But hey, Gate.
Yeah, I hope she's in here because she's still ducking me. But go ahead.
She's still ducking you?
So hang on. I forgot what you. Oh, you're talking about Malcolm Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
My early impression was that some people might have been blowing up or taking liberty with what he said and maybe adding words that he didn't really say. That's how I kind of felt about it originally. I think he shouted out with or confirmed, if you will, what most of us knew, which is that whether things are true or not, in terms of the way that the locker room viewed Carson Wentz's coaching, they viewed it as if, look, after Flip left, he wasn't pushed hard enough. He wasn't coached hard enough in front of other people. Now, look, I will say this. I don't know how much Malcolm Jenkins really knows. It's not like he's sitting in the quarterback room, so what the hell is he talking about? But at the same time,
he was sitting in the locker room this year. But go against. I got
what you're saying.
I'm gonna go. You know,
I got what you're saying. Yeah, like, so I don't know how much he really knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think it can provide insight to the way the locker room felt, whether he's right or not. I think you can say that he would speak fairly well to the point of the way most people maybe felt about it, whether it's truthful or not. Now, I do, like I said, man, I think people took liberties with his words. I think they twisted it into saying things that he didn't really actually say. If you watch the interview, like, I agree with Mike. I don't think he was overly critical of Wentz or overly critical of Doug. I thought he was just like, yeah, there was clearly a problem here. The perception around the locker room was that maybe Carson should have been coached harder than what the impression was. I mean, that's how I felt about it. But I'm really curious what Fresh is going to say. So I'm going to let Fresh go.
All right.
Hey, Fresh, let me ask you this. In your whole rant, I get one pause and I get to say if I disagree. Can I get that?
You can get you can interject anytime you want.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Because I'm gonna ask y'all a question from the rant. Before I even go on my rant. In what team, in what locker room does not the franchise quarterback get I ain't gonna say pampered, but he gets treated better than any other player. That's every other team. Am I right, y'all?
I would agree, but to a certain extent, I believe.
What you mean?
That's the only thing.
All right, elaborate before I go.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. I'm taking it as, listen, Malcolm Jenkins played with Drew Brees. Malcolm Jenkins played with Carson Wentz. I think he would say it in the tone that, and again, he said they're friends, and he said that Carson Wentz, he thinks that the soft coaching actually hurt Carson Wentz in the sense that, and he also said that the adjustments weren't made. You weren't using Carson Wentz the right way. But he's also saying that the Carson Wentz could have still went about it other ways than just taking the leeway and running with it. Because at the end of the day, you have two things. You got a pampered quarterback that's throwing for 4,000 yards and getting their team to the playoffs. You can also have a pampered quarterback that's struggling. And then the Pampers got to come off when you're struggling and say, I'm not saying no.
He only struggled this year. He only struggled this year.
Prior to the 4-game winning streak he had last year, we were struggling as a team at 5-7.
Yeah, but that wasn't all on Carson Wentz.
Correct.
That wasn't all on Carson Wentz. Like, all right.
But again, let's look at it this way.
That was ill-timed. That was ill-timed. I saw a comment, guys. I just got to pull this one up.
No, go ahead.
Yep.
How he's going to punt. How he's going to.
And we're going to get into the draft pick before we get out of here. Here's what I can say.
Go ahead, Fresh. Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say.
First of all, like I just said, Malcolm Jenkins wasn't even in the locker room this year. So for him to even to comment and say that he's pampered or whatever the case may be, he was not saying that 2017, but Carson Wentz was the second best player and he voted for him to be the second best player. He wasn't saying that in 2019 when he commended Carson Wentz for doing everything that he did to pull this team to to go to the playoffs. He wasn't saying these kind of things. I'm going to tell you like this. I think Malcolm Jenkins is salty. I think he's butthurt. I think he has a problem with the organization, and anything that he can do to throw little shots, he's going to do that. Now, here's what I can say. He might be right on being pampered or whatever the case may be. But like I said earlier, every franchise quarterback is going to be pampered. Malcolm Jenkins can't go in no locker room unless the quarterback is just buns and be able to be more value than the quarterback. The thing is, why in the heck if that was the problem, why didn't, since you're the leader, you got the C on your chest. Why don't you, because you done spoke out to coaches, you done spoke out to Jim Schwartz, you done spoke out to the front office, all this stuff. Why is it that you don't go to Carson Wentz and say, yo, step your freaking game up?
Hold on. Let me interject right here because you said that he didn't say nothing in 17 when he was 13-2, or I mean 11-2. Again, Carson Wentz had the guys who kept him in check, supposedly DeFilippo and Wright. And let's go to 19.
Well, how can you say not coachable? That's what I'm saying. First of all,
Doug Peterson coachable.
You can't say the dude is uncoachable when he's been coached. He's been coached by Frank Wright. He's been coached by by DeFilippo. He even been coached by Josh McCown.
He never said he wasn't uncoachable. He said that the lead way that Doug gave him after the departure.
He didn't say Doug.
Well, okay. When did the first report came out?
What first
in
report?
18 and 19. The first word. Listen, Rich Eisen asked him. You were in the locker room when the article was written in the magazine. What is your take on that time? He's not talking about 2020. He's talking about when that Josina Anderson article was written. What was going on then, and what is your sense of what is going on now? And he said, at that time there was no DeFilippo, there was no Frank Wright, and he said that the lead way that was given to Carson hurt Carson because he wasn't able to be pushed.
He also came at his character and said he didn't prepare. How didn't he prepare when
He didn't say that fully.
He didn't prepare. He wasn't ready. How he said that. He said that.
He
said he didn't prepare.
He said as a player,
how didn't he prepare? How didn't he prepare when he busts his behind to get to get back in 2018 and still play about 3 or 4 games with a broken back and still took the Dallas Cowboys to overtime before he got benched? Basically, he got benched. They tried to take that.
His words were that Carson Wentz they said he talked about the leadway, and then he said that there was things that Carson Wentz didn't want to fix in his game. He never said that he didn't work hard. He was pretty much saying there's certain things in Carson's game that he didn't want to fix, and the coaching staff couldn't push him to fix it. Hey, I put the lyrics in my video, audio style, like.
Yeah, but that wasn't. But
he said that
you only put a little bit in there. You ain't put the whole thing in there, Mike. It was 10 minutes long.
I put the criticism. Listen, I put the worst part in it. The first part was saying that there's still leadership in the Eagles organization, that Carson Wentz, had great times. There was early parts good, bad parts late. But listen, all right, regardless of it, do you believe that Carson Wentz is his own worst enemy?
No. You think it's 50-50 coaching. I don't know how you can think that when. All right, so is it 50-50 coaching with Jalen Hurts too? Is it 50-50 coaching with Jalen Hurts too?
Again?
Because after the Saints game, Jalen Hurts really was buns, and that was on coaching. He went 7 of 20 in the Dallas game and had 73 yards. And everybody trying to act like he was going to win the Dallas game.
Jalen Hurts was very.
He looked what?
Jalen Hurts was very bad in 2 games and very good in 2 games.
Okay, and I'm asking you, is that 50-50 on coaching and Jalen Hurts?
I believe the coaching played a part in both quarterbacks' unsuccessful season. And at the same point, Carson Wentz did everything in his power not to still be able to do things that he can probably fall back on and rely. Maybe there's no coaching staff to lean on.
Is it 50-50? Because you said in your video, it's 50-50 on Carson Wentz, and it's 50-50 on Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson on the non-success that we had. I'm asking you, in those 4 games, is it 50% Doug and 50% Jalen Hurts?
I think Doug was better in play calling with Hurts. I think Hurts had rookie struggles. I would say that Hurts under Doug Peterson, I would say that Hurts struggled in the last 2 games, more so than Doug Peterson's play calling. Yes, I would say that.
I'm not. That's not what I. That's not. To me, it's not on Jalen Hurts. I'm not even that's not even a thing. The thing that the coaching was freaking horrible all year. No matter who the quarterback was, I don't know what quarterback would have been able to sustain. Would they have succeeded 1 or 2 games? Yeah, I don't even know if Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers would be able to sustain success with how Doug was calling plays and situational football. I don't know. Like it was that bad, man. It was so bad. Mike, you do play-by-play. I'm pretty sure no matter who the quarterback was, you was ready to rip your freaking hair out at play design, at play calling, at situational football. Like when you look at the Baltimore game, that was bad at the end of the game. The Cincinnati game, I don't care that we got the tie. And I said this and I'm still going to say this. I don't give a damn about the tie. You aggressive Doug all the freaking time. All of a sudden you ain't aggressive when it's a tie. Stop it. Then the Pittsburgh game.
Mike, give me 1 minute. I'm trying to give them a chance to talk it out. I don't want to interject into the conversation.
No, wait, come through this. Listen, again, let me ask you this question. Carson Wentz, Is he more being a normal pampered quarterback, or do you think there's a little bit more to it where he has to check himself? Go ahead, answer that.
What you mean? Check. Well, I don't understand what
I'm
you're
sorry,
asking.
Mike. Yeah,
You asking
I got you, Philly Fresh. Do you think that? All right, Gate. Do you think that Carson Wentz is one of his own worst enemies? That's what the question I want to ask you.
I think, yeah. I mean, in short, Mike, of course. I mean, here's the thing: all elite level quarterback. I won't say all. I think that's a little overstated. But most elite level quarterbacks are very difficult to coach, right? And no one cares when you're winning. No one cares when you're setting records, right? But when you ain't doing that, that's a problem. And I think that's the situation we have ourselves in right now, that we got a guy that when he's on, he's elite level. He can do things that only a handful of guys can do. But the problem is his mechanics get so bad from the pocket mechanics and his footwork that it becomes a difference that you almost can't resolve. Then he got into, let's just call it what it was, an internal battle with the head coach. And I'm not saying that this is all on Carson Wentz. Doug was the head coach. He's really, in my opinion, the guy who's more responsible for this happening. But there was an internal battle between these two, clearly, right? I don't know the extent of it, but I know that clearly the reporting can't be completely wrong. You know what I mean? So he gets into an internal battle. He gets into an internal battle, and then that leads a standoff between head coach and quarterback to where we got these guys fighting over, play design, play call, what they call install to the playbook, to the game plan. You get them out there. I almost feel like Doug was purposely doing things he knew Carson didn't like. Carson was purposely probably saying, man, forget this. Like, I'm changing this. Like, it's a bad situation, but I can't say that that's going to carry forward.
Kill real? You think the kill real? They change plays
to an extent, Reese. So,
but that has to for him to do that, because I want to ask you a question after I say this. But for him to do that, everybody on the team needs to know what that play is, and that has to come with coaching. It like it's no way in this world Carson Wentz is going to call and kill a play and go to another play that none of these other players know about, but they all on board with it. That makes no sense to me.
Let me just say this real quick. No, how about this though?
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Let me just say this quick thing. So there's 3 plays called, right? So Doug Peterson wants this play to be used first. Carson kills it to the second play. So the whole offense knows the 2 or 3 plays they can switch it to. In this formation, they got 3 plays they can run. Carson switches it to the second or third. He comes back to the sideline. Doug's like, why'd you switch it to the second? The first one was open. He's like, no, it wasn't. And then that's what I'm saying. In a film room, it might be like this. Carson, the play that was called was open. Why'd you kill to the second? Oh, because this linebacker was over there, but he wasn't. And that's where the dysfunction is. It's not like he's like, I'm going to do a random play.
How do you know a play is open before you run a play?
Huh?
How do you know a play is open before
No, what I'm saying is,
he's saying, so Doug and Carson are having a disagreement. They're having a disagreement over essentially.
But
they're having a disagreement over.
What y'all saying. Hey, Steve, I get what y'all saying, but all these are Doug plays. It's not like Carson is running his own. Like, people try to make it seem like Carson Wentz is running his own plays. He's running his own offense. This is still Doug's offense. So if one play, if he check out of one play, and he feel as though it don't work, then your second play should work, right? Right? Because Gates,
maybe here's the thing. Look, you look at the defense.
Gates, you've been a coach, and you also been a quarterback.
Yeah.
If your quarterback that you're coaching, you know his strengths. And you know what he does best. You know, last year he was second in the league in rolling out. And you continuously not do it time after time after time. Now, Doug Peterson is gone. So what I'm saying is, I need Nick Sirianni to do it, even if it's Jalen Hurts or Carson Wentz. If it's Jalen Hurts, I just need Nick Sirianni to do what he said. Because Doug Peterson did not, and I'm going to repeat, did not put any of his players in the best position. If you know your quarterback is best at rolling out, if you know that your running back is second in the league in yards per carry, and you don't run the ball and you don't roll them out, Doug Peterson was signing his own
criminal.
death wish.
That's all criminal.
But what I'm saying is that's why
criminal.
I'm saying, the reason I'm saying that, Mike, is because that's why it's more on the coaching to me than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was ass last year. Ass. With a capital A-Z-Z. Ass. But at the same time, Doug was worse because he was worse not just with Carson, but with Miles Sanders. Why in the hell is Greg Ward returning punts? Why in the hell is Boston Scott returning kickoffs? These are all coaching. That's what I got a problem with. That everybody's not seeing. So when people say I'm a Carson Wentz apologist, no, I need y'all to see the bigger picture. I need y'all to see the fact that
it wasn't this though.
Put in the best position. It was Doug. That's why to me it's 70-30. It's 70-30, and it's no debate to me. Go ahead, y'all.
I mean, Reese, I would say this. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
No, you're good, and you good, and I'll hit after.
So, I mean, Reese, I think the organization sided with you because one guy clearly came in, didn't give them the answers they liked, and they sent him out. But I'm not saying that like, I don't know that look, I don't know 70-30, 60-40, 50-50, 60-40 the other way, 70-30 the other way. To me, it doesn't matter. Two guys who should have been more responsible to the organization, the rest of the teammates in the city and the fans weren't. And that was a problem. I want to get into a little bit of what Jalen's saying here, because I think this is a very important distinction. And I think this is what Reese was trying to get to, which is there's a difference between the kill call and just calling a different play inside of the huddle. I haven't heard anything about the inside the huddle part, just the kill calls. Exactly. I've heard some, kind of conspicuous reporting about that, but there's no way Carson's out there changing personnel groupings and stuff, guys. That's not happening. When you kill a play, it's generally speaking, for me, it was killed normally to a run or from a run to a pass. But in certain circumstances, they could have a kill from, one pass play or one set of routes, and you're killing it over to another set of routes on a pass play. That's possible. It's hard to say, guys. Like, I don't know how things would have looked if it didn't get out of control. But this is what I will say. I find it awful strange. We went from like a 2.7 something time to throw number. It was like 2.71 last year, I think, with Wentz, to a 2.93. Some of that's on coaching too. Like, some of that's on the scheme.
I want to say this, and here's the thing. Again, I will 100% agree with both you guys when it comes to coaching. Again, you can take a bad quarterback, and I'm not saying Carson Wentz is bad, but even when he's in a slump and turn him around, a.k.a. Freddie Kitchen takes Baker Mayfield to 22 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, a new scheme, a run-first scheme, turns him into 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, and he has a pretty good year, 93 passer rating and all that good stuff. The same quarterback that had 20-plus interceptions comes in and does better. Now, let me say this. I know there's a lot of talk about the Deshaun Watson versus Carson Wentz. Prior to this year, they were equal, or I thought Carson was better. I always loved Deshaun. I think he's a really good quarterback. But look at this. Deshaun Watson is on a bad team, a horrible team. The team won one more game than the Eagles. So Carson was 3-8-1, and this guy was 4-12. If Carson played the last 4, maybe he wins one. So maybe Carson actually has the better record. But let's look at the stats. Deshaun Watson on a bad team, and you can say he has better receivers, but he lost his best receiver. His coach got fired in the middle of the season. He had 4,800 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a 112 rating. And that is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 4 wins. Huh? Yeah, 4 wins.
So what I'm saying, Fresh,
one more than Carson. Like I hate
fresh.
Listen, what I'm saying is people keep doing that though.
Okay, listen.
Like when it comes to Carson Wentz, we always talk about the wins. Every time we talk about Carson, it's about the wins. When we bring up Deshaun Watson, it's all these stats: 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. When Carson Wentz did that in 13 games.
Fresh, can I just say this real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
What I'm trying to say is this, and the reason I give Carson Wentz 50% of the blame is because listen, did Deshaun Watson have bad coaching? Yes. Did Deshaun Watson have less targets? Yes. But he was still able to look good in his losses. I would like to see Carson look good in the losses, and he didn't. The whole team looked bad. I'm not giving Carson Wentz the sole reason we were bad. I say 50 on Doug, and I'm glad Doug's gone. If Doug was going to be play caller again next year, I'm glad he's gone. Did I want him to be? Was I okay with him coming back with a new OC? Yes. But listen, so were everybody else on this channel.
So you watched Deshaun Watson games?
Huh?
You watch all the Deshaun Watson games?
No.
So you just told me that he looked good in the loss. So how can you tell me he looked good in the loss if you didn't watch the games?
Because he had almost 5,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Once again, their stats. How about this? How do you not know if 2,000 of them stats is him dumping it off to a Brandon Cooks and him going for 70 yards? And he does see this is why I get with the stats. The stats can make you believe that ain't there. No. Let me go. The stats can make you believe something that ain't there. And I will say this for any quarterback. If he gets every yard that the wide receiver gets after the catch.
Forget the yard.
Both
33 and 7.
You just brought him up. Don't say forget him when you bring him up.
No. Forget the yard. Explain 33 and 7. He had 33 dump off touchdowns.
We don't know because you didn't watch the game. I don't know.
Maybe I'll go back to watching before I talk. All I know is this: Carson Wentz, even though he has a bad coach, could have been better and wasn't. Do I think Carson Wentz is done? No, I've said it. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Carson Wentz was 70-30. To me, he's 50-50. To you, he's 70-30. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to keep my 50-50 blame. And I think what Malcolm Jenkins said was the most accurate statement. It's better than Jeff McClain. It's better than Josiah Anderson. It's better than all these. I think that Carson Wentz had a little bit too much leeway and Doug Peterson couldn't reel him in. I think Doug and Carson could not exist, and the organization picked Carson Wentz. If we were so sold on Jalen Hurts, maybe Doug would still be here. I know Press Taylor had something to do with it too, but I believe the organization, money man, Carson Wentz, and I'm happy Carson Wentz is here. And I hope we can see Nick Sirianni do what he does best. And when he picks the quarterback or when he's given the quarterback, he puts them in an area to succeed. That's Jalen Reagor. That's Quez Watkins. That's utilizing Miles Sanders. Guess what? Nyheim Hines caught the ball in the slot. I want to see Miles Sanders lined up in the slot. If you put Miles Sanders in the slot, if you use Miles Sanders, if you get these guys going.
One second, Mike. The thing with Nyheim Hines is, though, man, he played some wide receiver at NC State, though. He wasn't just a running back there.
I'll give you that. But also you saw the rookie. You also saw Miles Sanders rookie year. He kind of did do pretty good in the slot. We didn't see that same Miles Sanders used in 2020.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that it might take a little more development for Miles to run. Like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of diverse route tree that,
Oh, I'll give you that. You know, I'm just talking about him lining up there. And even if he's a D-core, do you know what that does to a defense when a linebacker is matched up to that? Maybe he gets help from a corner and that allows somebody else to go off. All I'm saying is, you could look good in the loss, you could look bad in the loss. At the end of the day, you got a loss, but it's a team sport. But the quarterback does get the bulk of wins and losses. And Deshaun Watson is a quarterback that only won 4 games. Disgusting. But what I'm saying is, that's the reason I give it 50-50. Because if Carson Wentz looked better in losses, then I can say it's more on Doug, and this guy is doing it in spite of Doug. Doug really hurt him, and it hurt his game. Doug made his game look bad. But as you just said, Philly Fresh, Carson Wentz. Let me ask you this, Carson Fresh. Did you say Carson Wentz play like booty?
Yeah.
Did Deshaun Watson play like booty?
I don't know. That's the difference between me.
Hold
on. You asked me a question, I'm answering it. That's the difference between me and you. I did not sit there and break down tape or watch a game of Deshaun Watson. You sitting here looking at stats and saying, "Oh man, he did this and he did that." You did the same thing for Baker Mayfield, bro. You can't do that if you have not watched these guys. That's all I'm saying.
So you can poo-poo on the guys without watching them too. So I can't raise them up without watching them, but you can poo-poo on them without watching them.
What you mean? I'm not poo-pooing on him. I'm saying he had 4 wins. That's what I'm saying.
He stinks.
Because you want to know why? You want to know what I'm doing? Is because we sit here and we talk about Carson Wentz only having 3 wins, but then you want to praise and you want to have a superstar status for Deshaun Watson for having 4. That's why I said that. And who knows if Carson Wentz has 4 wins or 4,000 yards if he finished out the season, because he almost had 3,000.
He had 20. He had 2,600.
Okay,
I think,
and he missed 5 games, Mike. So what you saying?
4 games, 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
Look,
all I'm saying is, go ahead, Gates. I'm out.
The chat's getting on me for just chilling out on this conversation.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
So this is what I'll say. I don't care who you put in there as the quarterback at this point. They both need development. If it's Carson, there's a lot to do with his footwork. And you know what? You can't just put that onus on the coaching staff. You can't just put that onus on. Hang on. Let me finish and I'll let you go, man. Like, you can't just put that onus on the coaching staff. Huh?
I want your take on Watson's season.
Man, without watching extensive film on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had some up and down moments, but he also, I thought he still had a better surrounding cast to him than what Carson did. But no, I didn't. From the little bit I saw of him, I didn't see the same mechanical issues in the pocket. I didn't see any of that stuff. But I'd have to honestly, like, to really weigh on it, Mike, I'd have to watch like at least 4 or 5 games every play to, you know what I mean? To be fair in an assessment like that.
Right.
For the Eagles situation, Carson's he's got to fix the footwork. It's just not going to work, man. Like, you cannot go into next season still overstriding, still pigeon toeing. And then you look at his release, still having that front shoulder either point up or point down too often, which is completely causing the ball to sail or sink. His weight distribution is off at times. Like, he's got to fix these things. Like, I can't help you if you can't help yourself. And like, you can't always just put that on the coaching staff. Like, when it keeps happening, then yeah, like, your quarterback coach is an issue here. But he's got to do things in the offseason. And I think one thing that has to be said is he was if I'm not mistaken, guys, he was a new father this offseason, right? This past offseason.
Could play well. Yep.
So I don't know if that took away time that he usually uses to prep with his footwork and stuff like that. I don't know. It's speculation. I don't know his off-season routine. I don't know what he did. But it would seem like to me he didn't work genuinely or honestly, because his footwork.
I ain't going to lie to you. I have been watching 2017 film on Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
His footwork wasn't good then either. But
no, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't quite as bad as 2020.
It wasn't quite as bad, but everybody's trying to put onus just on his footwork. But since we was winning, nobody talked about his footwork in 2017. Nobody.
But he made adjustments to his footwork though in 2017.
No, he made big plays. He made big plays to cover up his footwork. That's what happened.
Now, what happened in 2016, man? He had a really bad problem.
No, I'm talking about 17. I'm talking about 17.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. In 2016, he had a really, really bad problem with overstriding. And then in the 2017 offseason, he went to Adam Dedeaux, and Adam Dedeaux worked on his, like, literally made sure that back foot locked in and didn't extend too far past his shoulders to keep it from overstriding.
He was making them same mistakes in 2017, but he had Frank Wright and Doug and DeFilippo to get on his top about him. He was saying is he was making them same mistakes that we're talking about right now, but the coaches pulled him to the side, which Doug did not do all season. Pulled him to the side. I don't give a damn that he's in his 5th year. He's not developed yet. Nobody's fully developed. Like You want to say Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are fully developed? All right, cool. Everybody needs coaching. Everybody. So if you see these things, yo, let me holler
I
at
agree.
you. Like, what you doing? You tripping? What's going on with you? Now, it does. Now, here's what I can.
And that comes into play.
Go ahead.
So look,
And
here's the
that's
thing.
where it comes into play. It's
Go on, Mike.
It comes into play where did the guy say that he didn't listen, or did they not say it and it just ruined him even more? That's what I'm saying. Because of the stories keep coming out saying that he doesn't take criticism. If I say, Carson, you can't put your foot like that, he's like, yes, I can. I can make the throw. Trust me. I got you. That is what I want to see. And so that is what the new coaching staff is going to open up. Was it the coaching staff not coaching him, or was it him not taking the coaching? That's what, listen, at the end of the day, that's what I want to get down to. And we will find the root of the problem in 2021. Is he going to accept this coaching? Because they're going to give him coaching. Just because they're rookie coaches, they're going to put everything into it. Maybe it's not professional. I mean, maybe it's not the best, but they're going to put it all into. You're not going to see lazy people on the sideline. So will Carson accept the coaching? Go ahead, Gate.
Hey, Gate, before you go, can I ask y'all a question? Because I did it. I don't know if y'all did. The first game of the Washington football against the Washington football team, his footwork was not bad. What we have not touched on at all is the fact that he took 15 quarterback hits in 8 sets in that game. After a while, you're starting to see ghosts. Now, I know that they grinded up Sam Darnold about the ghost and all that, but that's a real fact, man. Like, for you, if you do not trust your offensive line, you're starting to see things that might not be there. Like I don't know how many quarterbacks could have just took a beating like that. Maybe Andrew Luck, and look what happened to him. You know what I mean? Like people don't realize how much of the beating he took. I'm going to say this for the last time. Going into week 12, Carson Wentz took 444 quarterback hits.
Real quick.
They ran the ball.
My laptop's about to die. Now go ahead.
Carson Wentz in week 11 took 144 quarterback hits, and they only ran the ball 198 times. That's coaching, man. Like, everybody want to say, oh man, look at Carson Wentz. He took this sack, he took that sack. All right, so even if you feel like that, why in the hell is your coach not running the freaking football? Why is Miles Sanders getting 8 or 6 carries, one drive, and then the rest of the game he only getting 7? One drive he getting 6, the rest of the game he only getting 7. That's what I had a problem with, man. Like I said, Carson Wentz played bad, but the coaching to me was so worse. It was horrible, man. Like, game after game.
Hey, Fresh.
We talked about him not running the football. Go ahead, bro.
Can y'all? No, real quick. I don't know if y'all can hear me pretty good because I took my mic out. But listen, my computer might die any second, and I know it's 8:30. I don't know if you guys got to go. You got to go, Gabe. But let me just say this, Fresh. What you said was perfect. And here's the thing: if this season happened, but there wasn't more reporting on Carson Wentz, I would give you the 70-30. The only reason it came up to 50-50 to me is because we keep hearing these reports. So you're right. On the field, when I'm watching on Sunday, listen, Fresh, when I'm watching on Sunday, I blame Doug Peterson more. But as I watch on Sunday and blame Doug Peterson, and then I hear these reports, so I have to give Wentz.
So you're falling for the clickbait, Mike? You're falling
No.
You just told me that. You just told me that. Correct.
But listen, the first article, no. Second, no. Third, no. Fourth, no. Fifth, no. But after the 6th time, the same.
What's 6th time? What's 6th time?
What I'm saying is we heard multiple times this thing that he's uncoachable. So I'm again. Bro,
Let me tell you
listen.
something. Go.
Some
Go
of them
ahead.
interceptions, and at the end of the day, some of the interceptions, listen, bad play, bad team, just take a sack. But he tries to do too much. Hey, you can't excuse the interceptions, the fumbles.
Hey, Gates, can you bring at 8:32?
What's good, man?
Can you bring up Molly
I
Mall at
love you guys.
8:32?
I love you guys. I love you
All right.
guys.
You already know you my guy. Come on, man. You already know.
What'd you say?
Hey,
man?
yo, real quick. Hey,
You
Fresh,
said
there's
what
people in the chat saying it should be the Mike versus Fresh show with Gate as the referee.
Gate is the referee.
Hey,
That's what it felt like tonight, guys.
but listen, man, I just want to first of all, I want everybody to know that's my brother. You know, we tend to disagree, and when we disagree, I'm an emotional person. You know what I mean?
Me too.
But Marley Marl, Fresh, I got a question. Do you really trust Miles to run the ball? They might trust Wentz to throw it more. Why? After he was having that season. Why? When he was fumbling the football like he was. Miles Sanders only fumbled, what, 3 or 4 times? Carson Wentz had like 10, 12 fumbles. So even if that is the case, you have to have balance. And you know what's crazy, Mike? You know what's crazy, Gates? You know what's crazy, Marley? Is the fact that Doug Peterson so many times tried to run a play action. Dude, ain't nobody buying that. You ain't running the ball. You have to run the ball to run a play action. People need to understand it. So when a guy is coming in, and I read a report that somebody said, that's why I don't listen to this stuff. You know that somebody said 2/3 of the sacks was on Carson Wentz? How? When Doug Peterson is sitting here trying to run play action, he's handing it off to the running back. Ain't nobody buying that. The defensive end, they're going straight after the quarterback. We know you're not running the football. And you only down 7. You might even be up 17. You might be up 17 in the Washington game. You still throwing happy. You know what I mean? Like you can't continuously do that, man. And especially when your quarterback is struggling. You know what I mean? But like I said, Doug is not here. Nick Sirianni is here, and I hope and I think that he's going to run a different system. I want to ask y'all this: do y'all think that Nick Sirianni is going to try to run that two running back system that they did over there in Indianapolis?
I have doubts.
Go ahead.
I have doubts and reservations about him running a 2-back system, mostly because it's what Gate wants, and I never get that. But to me, Steichen was the guy that was more likely to run a 2-back system. I will say that you probably will see a lot of tight end utilization. I know that he said that he's not beholden to running 2 tight ends or more, so 12 or 13-man personnel. But my guess would be, just judging our roster, and even if we sign Richard Rodgers back, he's going to be one of our better players. So, I think you're going to be primarily 11-man mixed in with a lot of 12-man. Look, Reese, you know me. I want 2-back sets. I've been calling for this crap for like 2 years now, but I don't have a lot of faith we're going to get it.
You know, it's crazy. We didn't even see a power eye. We ain't see none of that. With go ahead, Mike. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
No, and that's what I want to say. Shout out to Gate for letting us know that he had to throw Naheem Hines, the NC State guy. But yeah, you're right. He did play receiver.
Not only is he an NC State guy. Hold up, Mike. Not only is Naheem Hines an NC State guy, Garner High School guy. Same school.
That's close to home. That is home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that definitely.
But yeah, definitely for you. Again, if for people don't know, he's like, why is this guy talking about home over there? He's an Eagle fan. Hey, came up from here, moved to the big NC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But real talk, I think Miles can be used in there again. Hey, remember that comeback route he did on the corner? I'm not trying to beat Wentz up anymore, because I'm going to be happy when he starts, and I'm going to ride with him, because again, we will find out if it was more Carson or more Doug in 2021. and I'm hoping it was more Doug. I believe.
I think we kind of found that out with Jalen Hurts, though, bro. I thought we found that out.
Yes, I agree. We did find it out that the system didn't work. The system didn't work, but you also got to throw back that he's a rookie. But anyways, I want to say this. Okay. I think, hey, remember that comeback route that Miles Sanders did? That junk looked better than all our wide receivers' comeback route at the time, and we missed him on it. So I'm thinking that, hey, hopefully Miles is a quick learner and he gets on it. But listen, if my laptop dies, I have a fake charger. It's a regular charger, but it's not the charger. It's not the laptop charger. It fits in the hole. It fits in the pause. It fits in the plug. But at the end of the day, it's like slow charging. So my thing was at 2%, so it could go any second. That's why I don't got the mic on. Hey,
why you ain't plug it up?
I did, but it's saying slow charge.
Okay. All right. So before we get out of here, because Mike, so I want you to go first. Man, when you look at mock drafts, it's looking like Kyle Pitts might be the 6th pick of the draft to the Philadelphia Eagles. How do y'all feel about that? And who do y'all want? Go ahead, Mike. You go first.
Bro, I'm not really trying to. I got a bunch of stuff saved up. I got draft profiles on guys I want to talk about. I'm gonna say this. At first, I was
BBP don't get it exclusive. You got to be PTP, y'all.
No. Listen. Once I put it out there, then I'm gonna let it go. I just listen. Anyways, look. I'm gonna say this. I was 100% no on Kyle Pitts until I started watching a little bit of tape on him. And here's the thing. My thing was this. Kyle Pitts is a dynamic player, but you're also going to take him off the field and or Dallas Goedert off the field every time we go in 11. So I'm not trying to have a guy with that early of a pick come off the field a little bit. And if he doesn't come off the field, well, then you're taking still one of our top playmakers on offense off the field when we can draft a position that plays on the field every single time they're supposed to be out there. So think about it. Just say he only does 12-man personnel 50% of the time. Just say he's half and half, which I doubt it. That means half the time. I mean, he said he had to go at 8:30. Remember his father, but he'll come back on and let us off then. Or maybe he just lost connection. I'm not sure. But listen, there he's good. What I'm trying to say about Kyle Pitts is he's dynamic. But either him or Dallas Goedert got to come off the field at least 50% of the time. A cornerback, when he's on the field, he'll be on the field. A wide receiver will be on the field. An offensive lineman will be on the field. So I'm saying the 6th overall pick.
I don't know. Baltimore ran that 12 personnel like what was it, like 65%, something like that.
But still, that means 35% we're taking a skill guy off who's possibly better than all our receivers.
You just said 50. That's why I was like, well, that's your favorite number, 50.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, yeah. Anyways, first of all, you're right. But what I'm trying to say is this. Before I looked at his tape, I was like, heck no. You can't take a position that might have to come off the field. We need whoever we draft to stay on the field. But then I watched his tape, and now I'm a little bit undecided. That boy's a baller.
Go ahead, Gates. How you feel?
I missed the whole topic. What are we talking about?
It has been mock drafts of us taking Kyle Pitts. How do you feel about that? And if not, who do you want at number 6? Or do you want to move back? Or whatever the case may be.
So,
and Gate, real quick. Wait, Gate. Yes. I just want to tell you what I said real quick. A short thing of it. I said at first, heck no, because I don't want to spend that early of a pick on someone who might be on the field for only 60 or 50% of the snaps. But then I watched his tape and saw what he can do, and I'm like, wow, he's a baller. But I don't want to spend a pick on a guy that is only on the field half the time when you can get a receiver who's going to be on 100%, or a corner who's going to be on 100%, or a linebacker or an offensive line who's going to be on 100%. But go ahead, do your thing.
Nobody going to be on 100%.
Sure.
For Malcolm Jenkins. Go ahead.
Look, he's a dynamic football player, guys. He can play receiver and tight end. The dude's he's a nightmare to match up with. Would I want him at 6 though? That's the problem. I don't know how long this guy's going to last on the board. If you're viewing him solely as a tight end, I got reason to believe you could probably get back and still get him. But if a team views him as like a wide receiver and they say that he's their 3rd, There's a chance he's not there if you trade back. That's the issue. You got to come away with, in my opinion, a dynamic playmaker. What I will say is this, man. Are we honestly sold they're going offense in the first round? Like that's the problem I have is like completely new coaching staff.
They can go Certain or something like that.
Yeah, see that's my thing is like I don't know that we're completely going offense. Like I can tell you that Gannon came out of Mike Zimmer's scheme originally. So he believes in that A-gap blitz and he believes in linebacker play. We haven't drafted a linebacker in the first round since the 70s. I think it was like 79 or 80. It was something like that. Like I don't know, man. My eyes are peeled on it. I don't have
you talking my guy? You talking my guy?
Yeah. If I'm the Eagles, I'm going defense here. At some point, man, you got to develop the talent you have. Like the amount of production that the Colts got out of Zach Pascal, dude, he's from the same exact college as Travis Fulgham. Okay. He's almost the same exact type of player as Fulgham, but I think Fulgham is a little more explosive. You can definitely argue that Pascal's way more consistent, but I think Fulgham's got a way higher ceiling. Like
more consistent because he gets more snaps.
Yeah. He's had
consistently more snaps.
But you get what I'm saying. Like at some point, it comes down to player development. I mean, it's tough to say, man. Like I know we're going to take offense, and I've already heard a lot of the insiders say at some point the Eagles are going to take a tight end. So I'm not going to rule it out. It's very possible to go Pitts there because it's already out there. They're going to take a tight end in this draft.
Yeah, because
but let them know what you would really do. You would move back, right?
I would definitely move back 1,000%.
All right, so
what area would you try to
hold on, because I'm gonna ask y'all this. Number 6 picks come up. You got Jamar Chase still on the board, Parsons still on the board, and also Pitt still on the board, and Certain still on the board. Who you going with?
Go ahead, Gate.
Sorry, who was all on the board again? You named a lot of players.
I named 4: Jamar Chase, Certain, Pitts, and damn, I can't even remember. Damn, Gates, you made me forget the last. Micah Parsons.
Your guy.
My guy.
If I was running the team, do you want my prediction what they'll do, or if I was running the team?
Both.
All right, what they'll do if those players are on the board? They're going to go receiver, in my opinion. If those guys are on the board, they're going receiver. And I think that they probably value Chase higher. That's just how I read them. If I was on the board, I'm going defense, and I probably go Parsons. I think that he's a playmaker. I think we need so much more talent infused on the defense. I think we know we're going to be playing some A-gap blitz packages. So Parsons is going to, linebackers become way more important than they've been traditionally with the Eagles here recently. Like we had a really good run of linebackers in 17, and then it all kind of fell apart. Now, do I think the Eagles are going to draft Parsons? No, I highly doubt it. But I think that they need to put a much larger investment into the defense.
Go ahead, Mike.
If them guys are on the board, man, here's the thing. I'm all for trading back for the simple fact that I believe Jamar Chase won't stay there, but I think a Patrick Surtain is going to drop.
He might be, bro. I think he might, but go ahead.
He might. Listen, again, we know, I believe when the first wide receiver comes off the board, it's going to be AKA the Miami Dolphins. I don't know if they're going to take Jamar Chase again. If you look at what happened last year, of course, Heisman winner, first time in 20 plus years, you're going to go Devontae Smith. But when you remember what Jamar Chase brung to the LSU, man, he's a monster. And he's definitely more the ready to start right away receiver, like body wise and all that stuff. I think, again, it shows a little bit that Devontae Smith didn't want to weigh in and whatnot. He's like, man, I'm a little fragile. Let me get my weight up a little bit before I weigh in. But then I think guys like Surtain can fall. I think Surtain can be in a 10 plus, between 10 and 13 or 10 and 15. So if
you
we're
think you're going to fall that far?
I don't think Surtain's coming off in the top 10. There's too many quarterbacks / offensive. Well, not too many offense, but listen, that's what you do.
It is a lot of it is
Quarterback,
a
offensive lineman, and you got like.
That's why I said Jamal Chase going to be there because of the handful of quarterbacks.
Yeah, because listen, we were all talking that CD Lamb fire, and this man dropped all the way to 17. So I'm not going to predict that, but what I'm saying is this. I think a guy like Kyle Pitts, he might fall a little bit too, for the simple fact, we got to think who's drafted in the top 10. The Packers ain't drafting in the top 10. Teams that are ready to win are not drafting. A lot of teams that are ready to win need a tight end, need a little piece on offense. So you got the teams that are drafted in the top 5, top 10. They need quarterback. They need offensive line. They need a cornerstone pieces. You know what I'm saying? So the Lions, Kyle Pitt on the Lions, who cares? You need a lot of stuff on the Lions. You need a quarterback, you need an offensive line, you need everything, So the teams that stink got to draft cornerstone pieces.
No, they going with quarterback. They going with quarterback now. They definitely going with quarterback now.
Getting off topic, I would say this. I would like to move back, and we did miss a super chat. Shout out to our guy, Jeremiah Butler. He subscribed to all of our channels. But he said drafting has been so bad that we're thirsty for everybody this year. Man, we want it all. Pause. But at the end of the day, we want it all. But I would say move back, because if you can get to 13, get an extra second, and still slip a certain, I call that winning.
Hey, hold on, be more. So that mean that you don't got Parson in there. You said 4 quarterbacks, 2 tackles, 3 wide receivers, 2 D-backs on top 11. So you ain't got Parsons in the top 11?
Hold up. Everybody in the chat, listen, again, remember, we don't put everybody's comment on the screen, aka Gate City's having a hard time doing that. But but listen, we read them. Me and Fresh can see what you guys say on the side. So listen, everybody in the chat, I'm sorry if my mic is a little bit blah, 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 blah.
No, you're doing cool. You good.
But listen, everybody in the chat, put who you would take at 6. I want to know what everybody would take at 6. Start naming them right now. Let me see who's the first one to name them.
They've been naming them for a minute, Mike. I don't know
I just to go way back up here, man.
Yeah, they've been naming them Jones for a minute, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Seriously.
Yeah, but they name them with an explanation. It's too hard to read at this point. I just want to name bang, 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 bang. We got Pitts, Chase, Smith.
Eagles hire Michael Clay as special teams coordinator.
Hey, shout out to Kristen up in here. She's on that Chase bandwagon.
Y'all know anything about him?
Chip Kelly guy.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's what I know about him, too. He went to San Fran with Chip. He was here already as our assistant, I believe.
Yeah, wow. He was here before.
Yeah. Let's go. Man, I need some more drink.
All right. We finally got our special teams coach. What we need now? We want to run. What you call it as a running back coach? What you call it as a running back coach?
They're going to make a decision on linebacker. I don't know if they. I still don't know if they made a decision on linebacker and secondary yet.
Yeah, I don't think they made one on secondary. I know whatchamacallit got upgraded to offensive line and running back coach. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see.
Who? Stoutland,
yeah, he's the running back coach.
He's a boss.
Yeah, I know, but we don't know what he can do with the running backs.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, I hear you. But hey, real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. I don't know how many people are in here. Gate, let us know how many, because Gate City is the one who's hosting this one.
174, guys. 174. All 174 of y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Shout out to y'all. Yo, that.
Listen, I don't have my mic no more. I'm on. My gas tank is on E. Not me physically. My computer. I got a slow charger. It could die any second. I'm not at my crib.
Do it still say 2%?
I don't know. I'm scared to touch it.
I gotta get ready to go in a minute, anyways, guys. I was just trying to.
Yeah. We ain't gonna be on too long, man. This was just a teaser to let y'all know BBP Saturday Night Live is back. We back, y'all. Seriously, we coming with a vengeance. You know what I mean? It don't matter if it's me and Mike arguing. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, but we back.
I told my wife.
Spinal cord, you hear me? You said,
I told my wife, listen, I told her, like, listen, take this Saturday because it's the last Saturday you got. I own Saturday now, so no more football. You can have Sunday. There's no football. Listen, I told her don't bother me on Sunday because I watch football. Even if I watch the Eagles and I watch all the other games. But now it's like, listen, I need Saturday. So no more going to your sister's house, your brother's house. Listen, my family's all younger than me or gone.
Yeah, Mike, what kind of husband are you?
Not on Saturday. Not on Saturday. Bro, look at me.
Mike out here strong. I'm
in a hallway.
Real fast, not to be funny. No more real fast, man. Shout out to all of y'all that commented. I'm pretty sure most of y'all are in this chat.
No. Hold up. They're saying Fresh versus Mike is like Skip versus Shannon. Do not call me Skip. Just because I got the light skin, stop it. I'm done. I quit.
I'm definitely Shannon.
Hey,
slick talker.
It's Mike.
But no, I'm trying to get into something real serious, real fast, y'all.
You're right.
Shout out to all of y'all. When I made the video about the dude from the Seahawks that beat up his wife, man, it's despicable. You know what I mean? And it had to be said. And I probably would have made a video no matter what, but I didn't see anybody talking about it. And it's a shame because, also RIP John Chaney, man. And also RIP Hank Aaron. But I didn't see too many people talking about it, and I had to take it upon myself too because, like I said in the video, I got 5 daughters. If any of my daughters came home looking like that, man, I don't know what I would do. Y'all probably wouldn't be talking to me. I probably would be back in the jail cell. You know what I mean? It's despicable, man, and that shit hit home. That shit hurt because you don't put your hand on a woman like that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to say shout out to all of y'all commenting and expressing yourself to me, man. That really meant a lot, man. Seriously. Go ahead, y'all.
So Takeem, I don't view the moving back as like that would just be, all for nothing in Washington because you're going to acquire more picks. And we don't have a 4th round pick right now. So, I mean, to me, with the uncertainty of so many guys opting out and you don't have an extra season to review their film, it might honestly be the smarter move is to get back when you're talking about guys that opted out for the 2020 season and spending a 1st round top 10 pick on them. Like how many dudes have went from being top 10, top 12 picks their junior year, coming back their senior year and fall out of the 1st round completely by their play. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
I think there's a lot of risk.
Hey, that is a really good point. Again, listen, if you go back to past years, you would hear experts. Gate is what I call an expert too, but even other experts on the internet say this man had a strong junior year and fell off his senior year. That's why he's dropping back from 1st to 2nd. Well, guess what? We didn't get to see some of these guys have that senior year. So you don't want their drop off to be even a bigger drop off in the NFL. And I'm not saying that's automatically going to happen to every junior, but that stuff can happen. And so listen, at the end of the day, again, I'm sorry if my mic is bad and my camera angle, but at the end of the day,
you good, Mike. We can hear you. You good.
I know, but my screen is like bugging out for a second on my point. But listen, anyway.
All right, go ahead.
Anyways, I think more picks to Marion. So you say a loss to Washington's for nothing? No. It's we might go back to where we were, plus we gain a pick. If we go back from 6 to 9 or 6 to 12 and we gain a 2nd, look at the holes, that we got to fill. You know what I mean? Look at them.
You absolutely right. Hey, Mike, can you go to not Mike. I'm so used to saying Mike. Steve, can you go to Eagles rule comment? He said,
you know what time it was?
8:55.
I want to see Gate miss it so I can laugh at him because he was like, Mike, is that 8? Oh, he got it quickly.
Well, it wasn't that far back this time.
I mean, did y'all hear that? I didn't know nothing about this. Did y'all hear that?
No, I haven't heard that, but I mean, we've been on here, so
Yeah,
No telling
yeah,
what's been announced since we've been on here.
yeah.
Let me look at real quick.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Seriously, because I definitely knew that.
Yeah, that's true. Report: Eagles add Jets defensive back coach.
Shout out to you, Eagles rule.
Yeah, to Nick
Shout out to you.
Sirianni staff. Yeah, he's right. Yeah,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's
looks
so
like you did it
many.
this morning.
It like I ain't gonna lie, man. It's so many people that give me information. Like sometimes I ain't even really, I ain't like you got Twitter, you got your ESPN, but the fact of so many Eagles fans, man, DM me, text me, and it's things that I don't know. Like shout out to of course, shout out to B More Philly. You already know that's my guy. Shout out to Eagles champ. Like he DM me all the time. Like he like shout out to him, man. Dudes like Nate. I don't even think Nate in here, man. Jalen. Like people DM me all the time, man. And since I be so busy, I can't catch everything. Because of them, I'll be up on everything. You know what I mean? Like seriously, man. Shout out to all of them, man. Shout out to y'all. Seriously, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Y'all inspire a lot of videos / again, sometimes your comments on here take us a whole nother direction on the live BBP. But at the end of the day, yeah, and if you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you get up on that. You know what I'm saying? And again, my guy Be More Careful sent me that Malcolm Jenkins thing yesterday while I was getting ready for my Sixers live play-by-play. And then I was so tired I couldn't do a video on it. And then my wife had me doing a bunch of errands to get to her brother's house that I put my video out late. Shout out to Be More Careful, though, with the banger in the DM.
Yeah, I think he sent it to Philly podcast too while he was doing the live. Fact. I think so. I ain't sure. I think so. I'm not sure.
Listen, the real ones in the chat that be like communicating with us on our social medias are the real one. Listen, I respect everybody who subbed to BBP, PTP.
But a lot of people don't know it. Like me, I don't know how you do that with the Twitter thing in your thing. I need to copy that. I need that.
First of all, you don't do that. You say at Philly Fresh in your videos. That's at Philly Fresh. Ain't that your thing?
No, that's my YouTube at Philly Fresh.
Stop putting that and put what it is.
No, but you got the Twitter sign next to it. Like I don't know how to do that.
I'll send it to you. I got you.
All right, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first. So if you don't see the Twitter sign on my next video, that means Mike was bullcrapping me, y'all.
Hey, stop it. You saw that general video. That was the ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, that joint definitely was dope, man. I appreciate that, man. Seriously, I need to do another one too because the general definitely need to talk to somebody, man. But so what else we got? What else we got left on the plate, man? Like how we feeling about these other hires? Like, you know what I mean? How you feel about what's his name? Brian Johnson. You know, a lot of people are making it like, you know, Jalen Hurts is going to get the job because of this guy has known him since he was 4 years old, or whatever the case may be. I ain't gonna lie, this hire I really, really like though. Like, not for just because of the color of the skin, but for the simple fact it's something about his swagger, man, that I really like. And I think I don't think he ain't gonna play with nobody. You know what I mean? He's not to me. He just don't seem like a Press Taylor type to be quiet, whatever the case may be. He gonna let you know, yo, you effing up in this joint. You better tighten up. And he was a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like Press Taylor wasn't a quarterback. If I'm mistaken, let me know. But I don't think Press Taylor was a quarterback. Being a quarterback and playing that game, like, it's a difference. Coaching it to me. Let me know what y'all think.
Hey, Gate, I was gonna ask you. Go through all the coaches we hired and give them your letter grade. You start it.
All right. You want me to go through each and every coach?
God damn, Mike.
Listen, you said we're getting off, right? So if we're getting off soon, we'll give a letter grade to each one, and then we'll go off. But yeah, right. What are we doing? 7 coaches? You don't have to go deep into Why?
All right, Nick Sirianni, head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll give it a B to a B plus. I love the fact that this is a guy that focuses on the fundamentals. I love the fact that this is a guy he's going to get in guys' faces. Would I go higher than that? No, because he's still, look, we're going to have to, we got a young guy coming in. He's going to have a lot still to learn. And to be quite honest, like, you know, who knows? It's still an unknown here, but I do love this system. I do love the fact that he focuses so much on player development. Look, I guess we can go with Gannon next as the defensive coordinator. That one I'll be a little more favorable to and say that's a B plus to an A minus. This is a guy that everybody around the league wanted. Everyone knew this name. Everyone knew this was going to be a defensive coordinator. I will say that Gannon is going to be a difference. There's going to be a big difference between Gannon's system and what we have from Jim Schwartz. We'll see if he's effective as Schwartz. You know, I mean, a lot of people didn't like Schwartz when he was here. We're going to see how things turn out, but I do like the hire of Gannon, man. Let me see. I guess we can go with the passing game coordinator. What was his name?
Kevin Patullo.
Patullo, yeah, Patullo.
That's how you say it. I call him Patier.
Yeah, Patullo, I'll give a B minus to a B2. A lot unknown about him. I heard that he's a good coach, but I mean, he wasn't as good as Groh because Groh just straight up slid him out of the position. So we'll have to see how he works, how he does. I mean, he's an important hire though, because he's, you know, basically from my understanding is that's Nick Sirianni's like right-hand man.
Yep.
Stoutland being retained, to me, that's an A. Like,
Woo!
Yeah, that's an A. Yeah, keeping Stoutland here is an A in my opinion. Let's see. Steichen, I'm going to say a B minus to a B. I think Steichen is young. I definitely think that the kid can coach. I thought he did a really good job with the system around Herbert, but I do think that thank God he's not calling plays because there were some questionable things that took place in LA with the Chargers. Like, thankfully, that guy's not going to be calling plays, and that's not his function because I think he's got some growth to go there as a play caller. Tracy Rocker. I'm going to give that guy an A just for the name. No, I'm kidding. Tracy Rocker, look, man, like, I'm going to say that's a solid BB plus. This is a guy that was a top level, you know, football player himself. This is a guy that's going to play a multiple front defense. Stay tuned, guys. There's going to be a video about Tracy Rocker coming for me in the concepts he runs that's coming up. I will say that I know some people are going to have concerns that this dude, like, basically bounced on two people to get to the Eagles. But you know what? I don't care. Like, I don't care. That's somebody else's problem. Somebody else's problem, in my opinion. You know, it's hard to judge the defensive back coach since I just learned about it 5 minutes ago. He was just hired this morning. So, I mean, like, judging that one's a little hard to say right now.
And he automatically, his grade automatically comes down because he's with the Jets.
Well, yeah, they got me on that one. They got me on that one because, like, they're messing with me, right? Because you guys know who I wanted as our defensive coordinator. And they're like, oh, no, you can't have him, but we'll give you a secondary coach. That's what they did there.
I mean, the Jets defense it's not like they was bad. They just couldn't put up points.
But listen, in case my brother's listening, he's a Jets fan, so I always like to throw shade over there.
Oh, shout out to your brother.
Yeah, I don't know much about him yet, man. I'd have to really look into the schemes he runs. I know the system they ran there was a lot of they mixed up a lot of man coverage there. I mean, no one's completely man, but they believed in playing a little man and bracketing guys when they could, but they were still primarily zone. But the one thing I will say is that they bracketed number one receivers. And you know what I mean? Like, maybe we don't need to bracket a number one receiver, but we could certainly use to bracket other guys.
Instead of putting Jaquette out there on the island, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing. I still saved your video in case you ever took it off, how much you were praising. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
I mean,
was I wrong?
I still like the guy. Hold on. Did you save my video? Hold on. Since we talking, did you save my video about Josh Sweat? Did you say that? Did you save that?
Yeah, that's in the upper echelons though. That's shining high.
Oh, all right. And save my video about Quez Watkins. I'm telling you, he coming, y'all. I'm telling you, he's the complete package. You heard it here first. BBP stamped it. No. Philly Fresh stamped it. I ain't gonna say BBP.
Oh,
Hey, Gates, real fast. Charles texted me. He wanted to, because I guess you kind of slow on the comments. He wanted to know.
Bro, you know how many comments are rolling in here?
I know, bro. I know. But that jailer drove it up there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Jailer finished his mouth.
Hey, but he wanted to ask you real fast, and I just want to say this before I forget. He said, ask Gate City about the Eagles using Jalen Hurts like Cordell Stewart if Wentz stays.
Ooh, he said he doesn't want to be that. That's the issue, though, B-More, is that he was really adamant that he does not want to be a gimmick quarterback or a gimmick player. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a smart move.
Prior to the draft, he said that. He said that any team that drafts me, that's not who I am. I'm a quarterback. Use me that way or no way.
But he already was used that way in his rookie year. So how can you say that?
Well, that's what he's saying.
I'm not coming at y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that's
that. Like,
I mean, he did get put in as the Taysom Hill package, but he was. I don't know. Maybe now they're getting a taste of the NFL. It changed, but go ahead, Gate.
No, I think that I don't know, man. I'm not too sure he was satisfied with that role, though. Like, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Like, on one hand, this coaching staff has no connection to him that's coming in. So I don't know. That's not true. I mean, the quarterback coach knows him, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to say, man. He said he didn't want to do it. I don't know.
Gate, out of all your coaching evaluation, and you did it so well, I don't even want to go. But you left out Brian Johnson. What's your grade on him? That was the one guy you didn't get to because you stopped it. We interrupted you.
That was my fault.
No, I did Brian Johnson. Oh, you mean just now? My bad, man. My bad. I thought you meant like on videos.
No. Yeah, you went through all the coaches right now, and Brian Johnson was the last one. I think you got to get to.
Oh yeah. Brian Johnson, to me, I would still put him at a B to a B plus. Young guy. This is a name that was probably going to be a head coach at the college level if he didn't get this position. Very much like Sirianni, where this is a guy that believes in technique and he believes in matchups. If you watch, and it's hard because it could have been Mullen. Maybe that was Mullen's scheme that was so matchup focused down there in Florida. But I'll tell you what, Johnson mixed with Mullen, like, hey, man, they did a good job down there. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought they did a really good job of getting the ball into the running backs. I thought they were really good with working Pitts in and taking advantage of matchups with Pitts. Tooney, I thought, did really good out there. The receiver, I thought they were pretty good at finding matchups for him. He's got a good track record, man. Kyle Allen, Dak Prescott, what's his name? The kid King that went to Miami, and then, Trask at Florida. Like, he's got a really good track record with quarterbacks. He's young, though. He's only 32, so it's kind of hard for me to give him higher than a B or a B plus. Like,
well, listen, since he's 32,
he's 33. He's 33. He'll be 34. He's not that much older, you know what I'm saying, than Wentz himself. Like, of course, most of the coaches aren't that much older than him, but
think about it this way. He's 33 years old. If both Wentz and Hurts struggle, we could put him in, and he's still younger than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking.
Yeah, but Tom Brady going to his 10th Super Bowl in 20 years. He's averaging 50% of going to the Super Bowl. Damn.
My favorite number, 50%.
How about that?
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, though. But like I said, my laptop finally got to 4%. It's probably going to last as long as we want to go. But I know hey, listen, Gate had to go at 8:30. He rocking hard. Yeah. My wife texted me 3 times. I texted her that my phone is dying, and she hasn't came downstairs yet. So, and it's not dead yet. So I got to fake it's dead. Last but not least, we've been on for 2 hours. Listen, wherever you're watching this, you're watching this on Philly Fresh channel, on Philly Talk Podcast channel. That's me, the guy in the darkness. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and also smash that like button. The like button goes a long way. Shout out to my man Gate City, who didn't want to put it on his channel for the simple fact he thought he was going to scoot out early. But hey, if you're not subscribed to Gate City, well, then I'm not making videos no more. Go subscribe to him. And same thing with Philly Fresh. I'm done. If y'all not subscribed, shout out to everybody in the chat.
Well, you about to be done because I damn sure I know it's so many people in here that subscribe to me. A lot of people don't like me, man. I mean, I ain't got a problem with it. I ain't got a problem with it. You know what I mean? Like I read comments. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I ain't got no problem being the bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm the bad, but good guy. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But I'm very comfortable where I'm at in my life, so I don't give a damn. Shout out to all of y'all, seriously.
He's like, I don't care, but shout out to you, my guy.
No, shout out to them. Like I don't give a damn. People don't like me. That's basically what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like
facts.
But it is what it is, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I'm about to unsubscribe so Mike can stop making videos.
Of course, that's Be More Philly.
You already know who that was.
Hey, Be More. Next time you call my phone, you ain't gonna have my number because I'm changing it.
Hey, listen, we ain't do this in a while. We have not done this in a while. Y'all already know what I'm about to do. Everybody in the chat, let me know where you're watching from. Let me check in. Let me know where you watching from, man. We be having people all over basically the world.
That's old school.
Everybody in here is watching from, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Damn, I get so much love. Damn, I got all that. Man, shout out to all of y'all. I got so much love in just like 30 seconds. But let me know where y'all calling in from, man. Seriously.
About that time. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Go ahead, Gate.
Jersey, we got Jersey, GA, North Carolina, Indiana, PA, Texas. Somebody said Scarface. I don't know what that means. Huh?
Hey, Carlos, Quick, we in the same area code, my guy.
What area code? Somebody said Poconos. Okay.
We got an Hey, listen, you know what the greatest thing is?
Yo, is it gonna snow out there where y'all at tomorrow?
Yeah, it's gonna snow where I'm at. Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Philly, hey, Fresh, we're only an hour away. You're Philly, but I'm still PA. I'm outside of Philly. What am I talking about? I'm all telling you what do you
No, I'm laughing at B-More. He gonna say South Dakota.
Hey, shout out to you guys.
Where you from, man?
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, when we about to get off, we get a little bit stupid at the time. We start talking some other stuff. But shout out to you guys.
I'm from 215. Shout out to 215. I'm in the 215. You already know 215-610. Oh man, yeah, it's about that. You said what? Oh, y'all 610 out there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Shit, I thought y'all had I don't know why I just thought that y'all was in a whole different
Bro, I could listen, Fresh. I can get to your house in like 50 minutes, probably, bro. Dead serious.
Probably.
Philly, funny, bro. Talking about South Dakota.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we all know where you from, man. Stop it.
Yeah, we all know that you're really a Baltimore Ravens fan. I know that. Nope, stop capping.
Yo, he argued with them all the time. That's one thing I can say. He is not one. Jalen Williams gonna say Iceland. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all already know it's about that time. It's closing time.
Facts.
I'm trying to get all y'all's locations up, guys. I'm trying, man. There's a lot of y'all chiming in.
Okay, Alshon, you in Jersey, Motown, Philly. I don't know what that means.
Ayo, Vic. Go ahead.
No. I'm just reading the comments. Go ahead. Mira said, "Can we say 2021 breakout player? Not yet, man. We gotta wait till after the draft. A little homie. Gotta wait till after the draft.
Yeah, because it might be one of them bad boys.
You never know, man.
Be More showing how much he loves Kyrie Irving with the flat Earth comment.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Quick, if you're in Greensboro, you're bound to bump into me, man. To be honest with you, you'll probably run into me.
Hey, real talk though. Shout out to you guys. Like, yeah, I got to go. You want since Gate is the host, I'm gonna start by saying bye. Then Fresh can say bye because Gate can stay last. Because
he's what's 713? Before we get off, I just wanted to know. Go ahead, Mike. My bad.
What's good, Robbie? I grew up in Newcastle, Delaware, man.
Hey, with all that being said, I appreciate everybody coming in, whether you're on Fresh Channel, my channel, you love Gate. He didn't have his channel up, but listen, we three amigos, BBP, started, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. And again, you got a lot of different collabs that happen every once in a while. You know, you got the collabs that happen once or twice a year. This is every Sunday before the Eagles, and this is every Saturday when there is no Eagles. We are the Eagles. And when I say we, not just me, Gate, and Fresh, you guys are as much Eagle as anybody. No matter where you're from, let's go. As Fresh would say, fourth of the Battle Boards podcast. Let's go. At the end of the day, that's how I gotta say, because haven't been saying at the end of the day as much. Much love and respect. Go ahead, y'all can sign off too.
Hey guys, just want to say thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate every one of y'all for taking the time to talk with us. Guys, you're funny, Jalen Iceland. But look, if I didn't get to your comments about where you're from, my bad, guys. I apologize, man. There is a lot of comments rolling in, guys. Like, it is really hard to keep up when you guys all post. But once again, man, like Mike said, hey, y'all know that this is a community. We make up 3 members of it, but there's a 4th member. And that's y'all. And we appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, I don't know what else I could say. They said it all. Just make sure you go subscribe up to them 2 dudes that's right up top there. You know what I mean? We've been grinding. Like, if you wasn't there for the stages of when we first started this until now, you might not understand. And I get it. I get it. If you wasn't there from the beginning, ain't no dispersions on you. But those of you that have been here, you seen the grind non-stop, man. Like, it don't go a day. I don't think it has been a day in the 365-year calendar this year that either me, Mike, or Gates has not put a video up. We make sure we try to give y'all content every single day. And we appreciate y'all commenting. We appreciate y'all hitting the like button. Just even taking time out of your busy schedule. Even though it's a pandemic, I get it. But even taking a bit time out of your busy schedule, man, just to watch, man. Appreciate all of y'all. Seriously, man. Yo, that gang, BBP gang, man. Seriously, man. Yo, that. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all.
Hey, be more. I got it from Best Buy, bro.
Hey, yo, you know the funny thing is? Hey, Gate, the funny thing is when you said about Jalen Williams' Iceland thing, Fresh said that like 11 minutes ago.
Oh, did he really? My bad, man. My bad, guys. He get on me because you had read the comment like, I don't know, probably an hour before I got to it.
It's all right.
With this one right here, I still don't know what 713 is.
No.
He's talking about Iceland. Nah, Jalen was messing around.
Yeah. I definitely been said that. I was gonna let you get away with it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean?
It's all good, bro.
All right, guys. Man, hopefully we see y'all next week. We'll be talking 7-8 o'clock, y'all. 7:30.
Yeah, I like. Listen, here's the thing, yo. Listen. Yeah, we're gonna do 7-8 o'clock. It's just I hate when the Sixers play on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? The Sixers play on
snap. So
I don't think they play this Saturday though. Listen, I will be back in my own system. I will be back in my own system. I'm at my brother-in-law's house, but I had a feeling Gate City or Philly Fresh, somebody was gonna push to do BBP. I came here around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Ain't nobody say nothing. I brought my mic. I brought my little fake computer. We were here, and then I get the text message. Well, I text them like, what are y'all doing at 7 and 8? Bang, bang, boom, boom. BBP back in the flesh. So shout out to you guys. 713 equals Houston, Texas. That's for you, Fresh. Someone said it. Yeah. Eagles has landed said it.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And if we wait for Gate City to get to that comment, we'll be on for another 35 minutes. So shout out to y'all guys. Appreciate you guys 100%.
All right, y'all. So equals Houston, Texas, by the way. But all right, so William, Raleigh, North Carolina. What's up, man? I was an NC State guy myself. Eminem, if you go to NC State, if you go there for graduate school, hit me up and I'll show you around Raleigh, bro. I lived right outside of Cameron Village while I was going to state. So, all right, y'all. With that, peace. I'm out of here, man. all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next Saturday, guys. Bye.
Yo, that.
I don't know what